Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video I'm going to be going over the best AFK money making method that can make you up to 1 mil or over per hour while doing absolutely nothing, and you can be away from the keyboard while doing this. If you guys do enjoy today's video, please consider subscribing and it'd help out a lot. Once I hit 1k subs, I will fully max out a set of Lapis armor, Legion 5, Growth 6, Prot 6, Fumings, all that fun stuff. So stay tuned for that. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Now there is a lot of different AFK methods. Ironically, most of them are in the Dwarven Mines. Probably the one you're most familiar with is the Frozen Blaze Goblin AFK, which is good. However, this one is just as good and better. It costs about the third to fourth the cost, and you have no risk of being killed whatsoever. Now for the stuff you need to do for this. Now I did make a video going over this before. However, I'm going to make a video going over it again. The one thing you need for this to work is the Snowman Pet. That is the only requirement. And Snowman Pets cost 13 mil, which might seem like a lot, but comparing to Frozen Blaze Armor, it's like literally a third the cost. And it makes just as much money, you can always sell it. But you can kill these guys pretty easy and not have to risk anything. Now here's the armor that you are going to need. You test first with your armor and Snowman Pet, you should be able to kill it. However, just to prove most armor can work, I'm going to be wearing Werewolf and have a heroic aspect with dragons that cost me 1 mil. So with not the best setup, a pretty early setup that cost me what, like 3 mil, I'll show you that I can actually one-shot these treasure hoarders with Snowman Pet. It's barely, however, I can do enough to one-shot with aspect of the dragons and Werewolf. Treasure hoarders drop Starfall, which is where we get your main set from one source of money, and have an odds to drop Treasurite, which is also very, very nice and can make you a lot. Now, the armor you're going to want is just some armor that has strength, so Necron, Shadow Assassin, Werewolf. Most likely, the armor set, unless you're a mage, probably, your main armor set will probably work against it. If not, you can probably buy Werewolf armor, and it'll be 100% fine, and will do really well. Now, where you want to AFK. Now, 3 treasure hoarders spawn out in this front path area, and 3 spawn inside this cave. Now someone's already grinding here, however, you want to be AFKing here. You can AFK outside, however the reason you want to AFK in here is because the mobs will see more easy, all the mobs will walk towards you, and you can all kill them all with your Snowman Pet. However, if you're outside, if you're standing somewhere in the middle, usually one of the 2 on the far ends don't actually aggro on you, and you never get to kill them, so it's the third less efficient. Now, this is an AFK method. AFK is a little bit iffy, in the sense that technically speaking in the rules, it's really not that clear, and while you can get banned, technically I believe, for AFKing, no one I've ever heard of has gotten banned. Staff don't care that much about it. Well, in order to be safe when doing AFK stuff like this, I would suggest you want to be at your computer while you do it. That means you can have alt tab to do whatever you want to, but AFKing overnight would be, you'll be fine, but it's a tad bit more risky. However, if you just AFK while you're watching a YouTube video, or I know it's summer break for most people, but school, whatever it is, if you AFK while you're doing that, you can make so much money. Just to prove how much money you can actually make from this, I'm going to be AFKing for 10 minutes to figure out how much you can make in an hour and show you how much you can make in the process to do it. Just like that, we got Treasurite, and that's free money, but that's not included. So, one other thing you can do if you're having trouble with the treasure hoarders is very occasionally they will hit you and knock back if you're standing over the edge of the void. So if you do enough damage already to one-shot the mobs with whatever gear you're using, if you put on a slime hat for the helmet and sit in some of these spots, 3 spots I would recommend is right here. This mob easily runs towards you, as we can see, and that one usually does as well. However, sometimes it doesn't work, so you can also AFK here if a mob is stuck behind a rock. So somewhere on these groups of leaves, or I've seen people AFK over here, would be the best spot to AFK as all the mobs will get aggro on you. That guy has to swim across the water, which is a little bit slow. However, it is faster and more reliable than only having one of the guys outside not go for you at all. Either way, let the time lapse begin. Alright, so I just finished up AFKing for about 10 minutes using the snowman setup with my stuff, and I made a good amount of money. So in 10 minutes, I made 162,000 coins. So in an hour, I made it make about 800-ish coins, depending on how lucky you are. So you're guaranteed to get this amount of starfall, or a very similar amount of starfall in an hour. So you'd be guaranteed about 600k per hour, and you could have up to 300k to a lot more profit depending on how much treasure you do get. So you have a very high chance to, you're guaranteed to make at least 800k per hour doing this method. Maybe a little more, a little less depending on how lucky you are. However, you can get upwards of 1.1 to 1.2 mil depending on how much treasure you get. Treasure is worth about a third of, it's how you make a third of the money. So that means it's not 100% reliant on getting treasure. However, it always helps. This setup did not cost me that much. I mean, what? I could use Warrior Farmer and Aspect of the Dragons, and I can still kill them with ease. So you can make back your money in about like 10 hours of AFKing, maybe a little bit more. And then you start making profit. Plus, you can always just sell the stuff, the snowman pet. There's no chance of losing money by doing this. Snowman pets have stayed relatively the exact same price. I've never seen snowman pet go beneath 10 mil. Earlier was at 18 mil, now it's 13 mil. But you're not going to lose any money by doing this. If you guys do enjoy today's video, please consider subscribing. It'd help out a lot. I want to hit 1k subs within a month. I need help to do that. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.